Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is, I believe, my third update for my Partners in Cream for 2025. So this is a project that was created by Steph and Dylan. I have their channels below. It's a rolling project, 3 to 5 products per, as you're going along, and you roll in if you finish something. Continue like year over year. Updates are on the 10th. All cream and liquid products. I think I covered the bases. So let's get into my products. I have a really sort of small grouping and it's a bit overlappy and not super exciting, but we've got progress. So that's kind of what really matters. So the first thing is this. This is the Kiko Milano Contour and Highlight Stick. It was from a Little Mermaid collection. I picked this up when I was in Scotland because there's an actual physical Kiko store there. And I feel like it's moving along. The bronzer, this is the bronzer like twisted all the way down, so it's just grazing the top, and this is where we're at right now. So not bad. I feel like we're doing okay with this. This is the side that I do focus on a little bit more when I use this product. I have a feeling, no, I shouldn't say I have a feeling, I know I will. I am going to roll this out at some point, maybe by next update, at least that side of it, because I do have my Nude Sticks cream bronzer that I just want to finish, and I think I could finish it this year potentially, so we're going to work on that soon. And then this is the highlight side rolled all the way down, so you can tell it's definitely more product. I don't use as much. I almost twisted that side up. I don't use as much of this, obviously, because bronzer I kind of put everywhere. Highlight is just right here. I'm not wearing this product at all today, either side. But yeah, you can see highlight side is still pretty high, going kind of slowly. I've talked about this again as we get into warmer months and more summery months. I think I might end up using this as like a glowy base, because you can see it's fairly sheer. That's it, sort of just like loosely put on my hand. So I might throw it all over as a glowy base, or maybe like different parts of the body. So total weight wise, this was 38 grams last month. It is now 37.78 grams. That's a difference of 0.22 grams. Next up is my Rare Beauty blush. This is the Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush in Nearly Neutral. Oh my gosh, it's so messy. I've been using this a lot, although I'm not wearing it today. Let's see how well, I don't know how well you can see. Yeah, that's a good angle. You can see the front end of it. I've obviously been working the front end up here. It's much more lower compared to the bottom end, over here. So yeah, we're making a good dent in this. I really am trying to finish this year. This is kind of a stretch goal for me, but I would love to be able to finish this. It's nice. It looks nice on. It's easy to apply. The color is quite nice. It leans a little warm. Like, it looks a little cooler to me in the packaging, but on my skin tone, which I do have a cool undertone, it tends to pull a little warm, which I would have preferred if it was a little bit cooler in tone, but it doesn't last. It does not last. But it is a nice product. Like I said, applies nice, looks nice on, easy to use. But I wouldn't repurchase this. So last month this was 39.21 grams. It's now 38.78 grams. That's a difference of 0.43 grams. So we've definitely moved the needle on that one quite a bit. The next one is kind of looks super gross, I know. It is the Westminier Trio sample. And again, I've been focusing on this trio a little bit more. It's what I'm mostly wearing. I am wearing powders over top of most of the creams, except for the blush, just to kind of set things. And again, on camera, I kind of need to add a bit more. But hopefully you'll be able to see the bronzer the best, because it's like becoming very thin. Let's try and focus on it. There you are, camera. I don't know how well you can see that, but it is really starting to dip in the middle there. It's feeling very thin. I think I can finish this up. Like, when I first put this in the project, I was like, it's just a sample. And I was like, oh my God, the sample's going to last forever. Like, when I was using it, it's like, it felt like it was like a never-ending, like, refilling. You know, like when you're at a wedding and your wine glass seems to never be empty? How do they do that? That's what it kind of felt like. But I'm definitely moving the needle on the bronzer. The blush is going slower. Again, it is the blush that I'm wearing today. So the shades in this little trio were Biscuit, Petal, and then the highlight, which is my least favorite, mostly because of texture. It just feels greasy. I wish it had the same texture as this, which is a little drier, but with this color, because I really, really like this color. It's sort of like this iridescent. I do have it on, but I put powder over top, so it kind of like takes it down a notch, because it just slides everywhere. Like, it's one of those things that just doesn't set. Let's put it on the back of this hand. So maybe I can show them side by side. So this hand had, is it still there? No, that's, there we go. So this is the, I don't know if it's in focus here. So this hand has the Kiko Milano, and this hand has the Westminier Trio. You can see the Westminier Trio is like a lighter, iridescent-y type thing. I'm not sure how well that's showing up on camera, because they're both very light, very thin. This one's a bit more creamy, champagne-y color. But yeah, like, it's a really, really nice color. It's the shade Lit. I don't know if I actually said that. But texture-wise, I don't like the texture. It's sticky, whereas this feels a bit more dry. So I just don't trust that it's not going to, like, move around, which it does. Like, it doesn't set at all. So this little trio was 5.34 grams. It's now 5.1 grams. That's 0.24 grams, which I think is excellent. And then the last component of this project for me is I'm doing sort of like a rotating eyeshadow thing. So last month I had this one. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. I don't know what you call these. They're like an eyeshadow, but they're like kind of like a Super Shock shadow. Although I do have the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde eyeshadow on today, and it feels very similar to the sparkly shades in those palettes. So if you have those palettes, that's what this texture, it's sort of like got a bit of a wet texture to it. So yeah, this is a really pretty shade. Again, we'll just do a little swatch here. A little bit over that highlight, that's fine. A nice light shade. I didn't use it as much as I had hoped to use it, but I did use it a few times. So the weight on this eyeshadow was 22.03 grams. It's now 22.02 grams, so negligible difference of 2.01, but we're gonna roll this out, and super boring. I picked this out right before filming. We're just gonna roll into this guy. I just picked another one. I have 3 of these. The other one I have is Amber Rush, which I think I will use in the summertime. I'm gonna try and remember to do that. I think I'm gonna stick with this one. There is one other shadow that I was like, maybe I'll take that one out instead. It's the Natasha Denona Chroma, whatever. It's like a goldy color, but I think I want to take this one on vacation with me, so that's why I picked it. This is in the shade Bronzed Taupe. It's a really, really nice taupey shade. I love this kind of a taupey shade. I wish it was slightly cooler, but it is a nice, like, for me, taupe shade. It's a bit deep, but that's kind of what I want right now. Like, I know this would be better in the fall, perhaps, but I think I'm gonna take this on vacation with me as sort of like my smoky eye base color. I think this may change. Like I said, it's spontaneous decision on picking these eyeshadows, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, this project, again, like I said, it's going okay. I'm trying to focus on these items. My hair is just doing weird things. So I did get my hair done. We didn't get to go as light as I had hoped, so I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. Somebody's having zoomies right now. I don't know if you can hear her little... Her zoomies are hilarious. She looks like this little rabbit zipping around. It's so funny. Anyway, squirrel. Yeah, so I did get my hair lightened, but he only just did like very, very little highlighting throughout, because he was worried that my hair would get damaged, because he didn't highlight my hair last year. I did. And he was like, ooh, it's kind of damaged and I don't want it to like break and fall out, which I appreciate that. I appreciate him caring about my hair, because I don't, and I would just be like, bleach the whole thing. Let's go. So unfortunately it's not as light as I wanted. Also, it looks a little darker because we did put purple in, so you can kind of see some of that purple. It's gonna fade pretty quickly, that purple. It's already been like a week and a half. So when that purple fades, it will sort of look lighter, because the purple is sticking to like the brightest parts of the hair that was like lightened. But yeah, we didn't quite get where I wanted to go. And he's like, yeah, it's probably going to take like 2 more rounds to get to the brightness level that I want to get to. So that'll be later on this year. Probably won't do that until at least October, maybe even later. So yeah, tangent. Hair was done, but not quite. Other tangent, obviously, little Munchkin is with me, but we're getting close. Again, I'm not really in control of the adoption side of things, but I think rumor is we might have a few. She has applications, I know that. So there's somebody out there for her. And if you didn't see my post on my, like, it used to be called the community page or something. I don't know what they used to call it. I think they call it post now. I did post. We were on TV. I didn't know I was going to be on TV. And it was all kind of last minute. But she was a little superstar. She enjoyed being the attention, the center of attention with the camera people and with everybody around. So it was a fun experience to do that with her, and a memory that I'll have with her forever, even though she will be going off to a forever home sometime soon. So that is it. That is my third update for my Partners in Cream for 2025. If you like this video, feel free to give a little thumbs up. I was going to say update down below. No, thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.